Gavin, even the best of us can only deal with one thing at a time. Now, Colin, I want you to get this thing down to manageable size, please.
Yes, but
All we're trying to do is stop a man in an invalid car long enough for me to explain to him, quietly but firmly, that he has to leave. At the moment, we can't even see him coming.
I thought we'd hear it.
How can we possibly hear him, Colin? It's electric. That's the whole point. They don't make any noise. If we leave it like this, the first we're going to know about it is when he comes crashing through there at 30 miles an hour. You bastard! You won't get away with this.
Mr. Brittas.
Pay for this. Every penny of damage, you hear me?
Mr. Brittas.
Every penny. What is it, Colin?
I think I've shot Gavin. I was a bit surprised, you see, and I gave a little jump and I think he must have gone off.
Talk to me, Gavin. Say something.
All right, Tim. Let's see if we can't pull this thing out.
I'm not sure that's wise, Mr. Brittas. He's got barbs.
Is that blood? He's hurt!
I don't think so. He's more sort of pinned.
All right, come on, let's not get hysterical about this, Tim. Carol, I think you better call an ambulance. And tell the police we've got a maniac loose in an invalid car.
He's unconscious, Mr. Brittas. He could be bleeding to death. We can't just wait for an ambulance.
All right. I'll tell you what we'll do. Any sign of that ambulance yet, Carol?
Not yet, Mr. Brittas, no.
Maybe they've boycotted us again, Mr. Brittas.
Don't worry, we'll get you there soon,
Good
right?
grief, what are you doing?
He got into the antenatal class, Mr. Brittas.
Is this one of our doors?
He drove straight in and ran over the demonstration doll. Mrs. Ferris went into labour with a shock.
It is, isn't it? It's a leisure centre door.
I thought we ought to get to the hospital straight away.
You can't go round ripping off doors just because a woman's going to have a baby.
I don't see why she can't have a door. Gavin's got one.
We didn't have much choice with Gavin. He was nailed to the damn thing. Couldn't you have carried her down or given her a fireman's lift or something?
You can't sling a pregnant woman over your shoulder, Mr. Brittas.
One jolt and she'll have the baby all down your back.
Ambulance is here, Mr. Brittas.
Right, come on, let's get them out. Gavin first. Come on. I'll blast those doors. Push! Not you, Mrs. Ferris.
Mr. Brittas!
What is it, Carol?
It's Linda, she's got a problem.
She's got a problem. Where is she?
Squash Court corridor.
That's condensation, Linda.
He's taken the paint off, Mr. Brittas.
What?
And it came from inside the car boys.
What car boys?
They must have got smashed when that man came through.
You mean to say there was something inside those cardboard boxes?
It was Colin's idea. He wanted to give it a bit of weight.
Hang about. This is sodium hypochlorite for the pool.
Well, I think it's all right now.
What are you talking about? How could it be all right?
Well, it seems to have seeped away.
Well, we seem to have had a small spillage. I wonder what particular precautions we should take. About 35 gallons. No, we've already rung the police. Well, most of it seems to have sort of trickled away. If it comes into contact with what? That would make chlorine gas, would it? Well, it shouldn't be too difficult to find out. What particular symptoms should I look for? Coughing and vomiting. Right.
Excuse me, I've got 52 tinies here for an activity session. Not too early, are we?
Yes?
Right, Bill, I want you to help Ian and Ronnie get those injured people down the fire escape and into the ambulances, all right? Phil, organise breathing masks and check the rest of the building. Laura, set up a first aid station outside the emergency exit.
Right.
Linda, get me a full list of names and addresses of people leaving. Don't forget compensation forms and damage claims, all right? Patrick, make sure the car park's clear for the fire brigade. Debbie, get onto the hospital, get me a full list of casualties, all right? Colin?
Yo.
Put the kettle on. Now, Angie, when the Chief Inspector arrives, show him straight in.
I filled in an application form, Mr. Brittas.
What? Oh, yes.
But to be honest, I don't know whether I'm cut out for this sort of thing.
What?
Well, I thought working here would be about sport, you see. I didn't realise you'd have to know what to do if people were gassed or nailed to a door.
Well, don't decide yet, Beverly. Think about it.
I've thought about it, Mr. Brittas. And if you don't mind, I think I'll probably take that job at the chemist's.
Not too disappointed, I hope, darling.
Why?
About this evening, the anniversary.
No, we cancelled dinner and the show.
Did you? Good. And told Pam? That we wouldn't be needing a babysitter.
She knows.
Sorry, darling. Still, with plenty more years, eh?
I suppose there will.
This thing doesn't seem to be going up at all. Had a nice girl in for interview today.
Good job.
Young, keen, just the sort we need, I thought.
She didn't take it, did she?
Well, in fairness to her, she didn't actually say no. I think I'll call her in the morning. Had that spark. It's like looking at myself 10 years ago. This one's not going up either. Now, I haven't forgotten anything, have I?
Like what?
I'm sure there was something else I meant to do.
Just close the door and let's go home, Gordon.
Doors! What would I do without you, darling? I never rang the builders.
What?
We've got 3 doors missing in the centre. Never mind, I'll deal with it in the morning. I thought we might stop off on the way home and pick up a takeaway. That's always nice.
Fine.
I wish I could remember what it was.
I thought you just had.
No, there was something else. Never mind, it'll come to me in the morning.